Okay. So I'm getting on here with a little bit of a rant. I'm just a little bit agitated, right? So I realized that, so you know the saying, like the golden rule, do unto others as you would have them do unto you, or whatever. It's worded different ways, but I feel like that's the premise of it. But the way that I have had it described to me is do unto others what you want them to do to you, right? So like if you want to be treated with kindness, then you treat people with kindness. If you want love, then you give love. If you want help, then you give help. If you want service, then you give service. You know what I'm saying? That's the way that it has always kind of been described to me. Like the golden rule is like, if you want somebody to do these things to you, then do those things to other people. But like, I'm kind of thinking about that, and I'm like, what the fuck? Wait a minute. Hold on a minute. Let me put some oil on my lips, y'all. I'm gonna help my lips out because my lips are struggling. Wait a minute. That math not kind of mathing a little bit. I mean, it's mathing, but it's not mathing at the same time. And let me tell y'all why I don't think it's mathing. Okay? To me. This is why I don't think it's mathing to me. Because let's say I don't know you. Right? Or let's say that I do know you. Where am I going with this? Let me think for a second. Because I'm trying to uncrustify my lips. Put some oil on them. Oil in my lamp, give me burning, 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 burning oil in my lamp. I pray. Oil in my lamp, give me burning, 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 give me burning to the break of day. Yeah, I don't know if y'all remember that song. I've been in church all my life, so I grew up in church and I was singing those baby songs, baby Bible songs. But anyway, okay, so yeah. So let's say that this is somebody you don't know or know. I guess it could really kind of go either way. But like, if somebody's doing something to like, let's just say a person that you know. I'm gonna say a person that you know because really this little rant is about my daughter. I love her to death, and I'm gonna try not to put her on blast and shit just because I'm mad at her right now, because that's not loving, and that's not how I would want to be treated. But the little motherfucker keep getting an attitude with me. Now, she's 14, so I get it. Okay, she's a 14-year-old and everything that embodies. You know, she's got going through puberty and all the things. I get it. But the attitude be outrageous sometimes. And I be wanting to just, you know what I mean? But again, do unto others what you would have them do unto you. And I take that very seriously, even to my own kids, because my kids are still human beings. Yeah, I'm their mom, but it'd be messed up to just rule. I don't know, rule like authoritarian, like rule in an or nigga, rule in an authoritarian sort of mindset or perspective just because I can. It feels unfair to rule like that over my children. So I've always tried to, still treat them like human beings. Yeah, I'm your mom. Yeah, you got to do what I tell you to do. But if I were you, how would I want to be treated in this moment? How would I want to be mommed if I were on the receiving end of how I'm momming them, right? Whatever. So, but it really irritates me because a lot of times I really feel like the shit is just uncalled for. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I be trying to go back over with her and talk to her about, like, where is this attitude coming from? And I give her the licensure to be able to open her mouth and say what it is that she needs to say and get her feelings out, and really be honest. And I be trying to give her the platform to do it. And she knows she can. Like, she knows she can. She knows when I'm in the zone and I'm going off on you, like how I'm kind of speaking to you guys. Like, if I'm going off, and this is how I talk to her, in the same tone and everything. So it's like when I'm going off on her like this, you can't say shit back because you know you wrong. You know you wrong. But even if you felt like you were right and you felt like you couldn't talk to me right now, you know at some other point you could come to me and be like, you know what, Mom? You said I could talk to you. And I've said this to her like this. I've even sort of scenarioed this to her, like, you know, you can just come to me and talk to me any old time you want. Here she come back in the door because I left her at McDonald's. I got pissed off and I left her. I walked off on her ass because I'm tired. It was either me tripping on her and yelling at her and shit in front of everybody and being disrespectful to her and coming out of character and making me look like the bad black mom in front of everybody and slapping the shit out of her and smacking her in the damn face. Or me walking away like the bigger person. But I feel, so the premise of what I was saying with this video is doing unto others what you would do unto them. What I realize is that if I just started giving people the measure of what they're giving back to me, not what I want them to give back to me, but what they're giving to me. And I think the world has kind of made this like be a bigger person. Right. Here's the problem with being the bigger person, like literally and almost scientifically to me. Being the bigger person for me is the equivalent of like putting a Mentos in a bottle and just shaking that shit up. Like, you know what I'm saying? At what point do I address the behavior? And at what point do I do exactly to you what you did to me? Because if I were to do to you what you would do to me and it give you at least the same exact measure, it might make you think more. It might make you think twice about what you do to me again. That's why I said maybe I should take the scenario of somebody I know, because I think with people that you don't know, or people that you're just like, you know, somebody in the store, you know, you don't know what they're going through. Maybe they doesn't excuse the behavior if they do something rude, cut you off, get in front of you in line, say something rude to you, or, you know, just something like that. Like, doesn't make the behavior okay, but you never know what they went through. Maybe they're having a bad day. Maybe they just got into an argument with their wife or their husband, or maybe their kids getting on their damn nerves, or maybe spiritually they're just kind of struggling, financially they're struggling, whatever the case may be. I think in those situations, for me at least, it's a little bit easier for me to have compassion on somebody because I don't know you. I don't know what you're going through. I can suppose, I can guess, I can observe from your behaviors and me watching patterns and behaviors and cycles of other people over time that this might be what you could be going through. And then if I really wanted to find out, asking you would put the nail in the coffin, right? Hey, how are you doing today? Oh, I'm fine. Okay, well, they said they was doing fine. Or you have the opportunity to be open and be vulnerable and say, you know what? No, I'm not having a good day today, but maybe I'll be better now that you said whatever. You get what I'm saying? But I think when it comes to the people that you live with, or people that you have to interact and you have to forgive often. So it's one thing if like you did something and I got to forgive you and then we can move past that, or I never see you again, or I never have to interact with you again. Then it kind of makes, for me, the forgiving a little bit easier maybe. But if you're a person that keeps re-injuring you and if you're a person that keeps re-injuring me and I keep telling you over and over again, stop motherfucking having an attitude. Stop doing this shit to me. Stop the motherfucking this. Motherfucking stop this. Please stop. Can you stop? Can you stop? Can you stop? And you don't stop that behavior. At what point do I match your attitude? Okay, well then fuck you then. You know what I'm saying? Like, that makes me a bad mom. If I do it once too many times, if I do it just once, what if I do it 5 times? What if I do it 10 times? What if I do it every single time she get an attitude with me, I get an attitude with her? Is that wrong? I gotta be the bigger person. I gotta be the mom. But how much emotional control do I have before, bitch, I'm gonna slap the shit out this little girl and knock her upside her head, or I'm calling out her name. And I warned her this shit. I told her, I said, look, girl, your attitudes are making it to where you're making it very, very hard for me to be a loving mother. You're making it very hard for me to be a loving mother. And if you keep this shit up, girl, I'm going to keep coming out of pocket. So anyway, my little 10 minutes is about to be up. I could just add another video on here. But tell me what y'all think about doing unto others. I think if we did what people did to us back the same way, maybe they would stop that shit.